Hello and thank you for joining us on the last edition of Journalist Hangouts this week. I'm Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, Speaker and 16 Rivers State House of Assembly members dump PDP for APC. Amotekun rescues 4 kidnapped victims, arrests 5 suspects in Ondo State as Nigerian Army rescues 10 kidnapped women, recovers rifle and ransom money in Sanga in Kaduna State. And later on the show, Minister of Defense assumes duty, acknowledges that the task ahead is enormous but surmountable, says shedding of innocent blood must stop. Well, I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Charles Idel. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation in politics. Political alignment is a necessary strategy for survival and victory. In this season of defections in Nigeria, attention shifts to Rivers State. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, and 16 other lawmakers have formally dumped the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the All Progressives Congress, APC. In his declaration, the Speaker cited internal party disagreements and what they described as a lack of cohesion within the PDP as reasons for their defection. He also highlighted the need to align with the vision of President Bola Tinubu for the development of the country. Now let's hear from the Speaker.
Let me say that the reason for leaving the People's Democratic Party is because of the clear division in the People's Democratic Party today. The whole world is aware that as of today, even the national headquarters of the PDP is not functioning as a result of this division. There are 2 factions, and the Constitution is clear that when there's division in any political party, when a party is divided, members, including assembly members, who no longer have hope, can leave the party without any dire consequence. So that is why I had to make this clear, that the foundation of this defection is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that allows members to leave the party that elected them if it becomes clear that there is a division.
Okay, it has happened. BKO, but talk to me. Is it safe to say that we all saw this defection coming?
It came as a shock to most people. Yes. If anybody said since last week he saw it coming, that person is lying. These guys did not show any sign that they were going to leave. Didn't show any sign at all. Nothing in their conduct, even in the discharge of their duties, showed that they were suddenly going to defect to the APC. Nothing. Yes, the crisis is there, but in spite of the crisis, there are still many people who remain in the PDP.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
You can't say because the crisis was there, oh, you saw it coming, oh, it was going to happen. No, those guys never showed any sign, that they were going to defect. In any case, we know that both the APC and the PDP in the state belong to one individual. So when that individual believes that it is time
to use any of them,
he takes that decision. Both the party, the PDP and the APC in Rivers State are in the pocket of one man. They say we are deceiving ourselves. And I believe that even this decision could not have happened without his buy-in. Now, we have a situation in which 10 members have decided to remain. all those 10 members are still loyalists of Nyesom Wike.
They were part of those who had defected in 2023.
They were part of those who didn't defect.
Okay.
Legally, they didn't defect.
But they are now, they made an announcement.
Who announced they were leaving?
You saying something does not necessarily have the force of law.
I think it's about
that was what, there are things that you need to do for you to be properly moved to move properly to, and they didn't do those things. We kept saying it here, they will not listen. Those people who are too political about the matter, you cannot defect without going to your ward.
Yes.
Just as you cannot join a party without being welcomed through your ward. They never did all those things. And you kept saying, oh, they defended because they said it.
They went to Polo Field, and that was enough.
It's not enough. And the court ruled that, look, these are the things that you need to do. Their names have not been expunged from the register of the party. And you continue to say they are defected. And their name remained in the register of the party. The law is clear. About how you can move to a party. I think we've even gone past that one. Exactly. So let's not even talk about defecting. The courts have ruled on that one. Now, because I've also ruled that only the Speaker of an assembly can declare the seats
vacant.
Now, in a situation in which the Speaker himself has defected,
has left. Who will declare it?
Who declares his own seat vacant?
Very tricky.
Very tricky.
Yes,
that's true.
But if the court says, "Oh, is the Speaker that can declare a seat vacant?"
But his own seat is vacant now.
When you defer to the party of the Speaker,
yes,
it then means that the Speaker will look the other way.
Because he benefited.
But if you defer to another,
he's a beneficiary of defection.
Yes, he can then move against you and say, because you defected.
Yeah, exactly. To part of the opposition.
You see, I don't know when the remaining 10 will move. It was one party. Those positions that they have now shared among the opposition now.
In quote.
Opposition in court now. Those positions didn't exist.
Yes.
Because it was one party.
Yes.
Everybody was in the PDP. So there was no need for minority whip, minority leader, all of those things.
Everybody
but now,
is the majority.
Yes. Now,
I think it's for their administrative convenience.
You see, what they are doing, the game that they are playing in reverse. Honestly, they are the ones who understand.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm saying here today, maybe in the fullness of time, those 10 that have been left
in opposition,
left the PDP, maybe those guys too, when the time comes, they will join the PDP. I mean, join the APC.
Yes.
Or they will simply leave them there, playing the voice of
Jacob and the hand of Esau.
And hand of Esau.
Or play the ostrich.
Yes, maybe they will continue to play that. They are the ones who understand.
Exactly.
What I don't want to see, because I'm seeing signs that there has not been total reconciliation between these guys and the governor. And we don't want the kind of combustions that we had then. We don't want it to happen. You can ask, for example, where those guys, if there was total reconciliation, those fellows who claim to be the faction of the governor, Okojombo, Victor Okojombo,
yes.
Where are they? Since Martin Amewule and co regained the house properly, those guys have not showed up.
They've gone.
They've not showed up in the assembly. You know, there are seats where you are even declared vacant by their colleagues.
Yes.
So I don't know whether they've not been able to reconcile them completely. Maybe that's why, you know, the speaker said something recently that if the governor does not distance himself from some individuals, they will stop attending his events. And the governor had to do just that. You know, some of the people who are energizing
from behind.
So now we don't know when people like Victor Okojombo will be integrated back into the house. Their colleagues must feel really betrayed by their conduct. You know, 2 persons literally running a House of Assembly. It was the most surreal thing that I've ever seen. And I've asked people to tell me anywhere in the world where it happened. All of those lawyers who come on TV to tell us that black is white and white is black, they've not been able to tell us. Well, just one country.
Okay.
where 2 persons
Can't pass the budget.
ran a house. They did not only pass the budget, they were running the house. You know?
It's not done.
And you will see them carry the mace. Funny things happen in Rivers State.
Charles, I mean, the lawmakers, you know, previously, they announced this defection. And BKO said that for
officially.
You to, yes. You know,
he wrote to his word, you know,
but this time,
Yes.
what changed?
Okay.
They did it then. But this time, what changed?
No, what changed? Number one is they have decided to do it officially, which of course he said. And I'm not going to be departing entirely from the line of thought that he advanced earlier. But I have a slight, I want to move away a bit just to add to what he said. You see, he gave a reason that is very plausible, which is what the Supreme Court has said, that when there's a division in the party, particularly at the national level, irreconcilable, you could defect on that party where you could continue to, you know, your aspiration, you could advance your aspiration. But some of us who study communication, we always use text linguistics to examine what somebody has said.
Yes.
So when I read Amawule's speech earlier, I also applied text linguistics and got a meaning from. See, he has said it to the word that the reason, the primary reason is because of the division. But if I read in part what he said, you see that there is an underlying reason why he had to defect. And the reason is because it's not unfounded, because your principal cannot be somewhere else, you are somewhere, just as he said. Now, let me read verbatim, but in part. Amawule, as he said, I am happy to be a member of the APC so that we can join forces with the president. Okay? The president has shown love to Rivers State. He is helping Rivers people to be part of the governance of this country. I am. Now he took it to the superlative. He didn't say I'm delighted. He said I am so delighted to be part of the APC, so we can support the president right inside the All Progressive Congress. We want to support him from the inside. So it is what they couldn't do while they were outside.
And they endorsed him just yesterday.
You understand what I'm saying? So you see that the main reason was that they wanted to support the people, but it could amount to anti-party activities if they did that while they were in APC. So they looked for where to latch on. They saw a lacuna. The lacuna was the division in the PDP. So they threw that to, on our faces, and we are debating it. So the reason is to align with their principal's own leanings, so that even if they are doing anything for the sake of the presidency, for the sake of the election of the president, then it will no longer seem as if they are working against the party whose flags they were flying. Now it is very clear for me, as I said, I used that as good is that the reason is that they wanted to be part of the APC so that they can continue to work with the president. And so because president, as he said, has worked for Rivers State. So they want to pay back.
Okay, but Charles, you don't think it's a retaliation for Nyesom Wike's expulsion?
Well, expulsion, but the expulsion is where I don't know whether expulsion goes to start. It's not a retaliation. It's just waiting to be with him.
Does Wike agree?
Yeah,
that he will be expelled?
You know,
Wike was expelled, and they expelled the people.
Did you see what they published? They put his picture there and he's been expelled.
Certificate of expulsion. It's the first time that I'm seeing a certificate of expulsion. But the thing is, the point I'm making, this is a party that is fractured. And as far as the INEC is concerned, there is even no faction. What INEC recognizes Samuel Anyanwu as secretary, and recognizes Damagum as chairman. Also. So if you in your position as Damagum, if you write a letter, if Anyanwu does not sign it,
it's not a void.
That letter is invalid. Anyanwu and Abdurrahman tried to do that, and INEC told them that, look, we do not recognize Abdurrahman as chairman. It is Damagum that way. So that letter was
invalidated, you know.
So it's a complex thing because both men cannot come together.
They can't come together for sign the letter, and one of them can sign.
Now the thing is, in Rivers now, I said that what we don't want to see is a return to hostilities.
Exactly. Agree.
Immediately they won in the Supreme Court. They told the governor to come and present
The budget.
To represent the
Immediately they came back from suspension
Yes.
by the president. Come and present your supplementary budget. Send in your list of commissioners.
Commissioners and the rest of them.
Up to today, the governor has not sent a list to them to vet. So this is part of why they are not happy.
Yes.
They still think that this man is disrespecting them and all that he has not completely
You know, the reconciliation thing.
forgiven them. Just as I suspect that they too have not completely forgiven them.
Yes, exactly.
So we may still see some drama coming out of that state, except big political stakeholders step in and tell both camps to behave themselves so that we don't have a repeat of what happened.
All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation.